Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Sunday. I was like, girl, do you want to take a nap? Because it's a Sunday and you lollygagging around the house. I was like, girl, go ahead and do a live. Okay. Now I said that at 4 p.m. Okay, now it's 5:45 and I'm all comfortable on my couch. I was like, girl, you want to cancel the live? You can do it tomorrow, but no, here we are together because I already did a thumbnail. I pulled together about 5 or 6 stories. We're going to be here about an hour. Okay? I'm going to give y'all an hour on this good old Sunday, and then we're going to all go and mind our business. Okay? But y'all know, please, first things first, make sure that you've already liked the video, that you've already subscribed. Okay, also share the video as well, y'all. Share. Don't be stingy. Share me with other people and whatnot. Okay, you can share me on Twitter and whatever else I can't remember. I can't think of it right now. I'm saying, y'all know the comment section. Now look, it's Sunday. I'm not putting on no lipstick today. I said no. Y'all getting bare face. That's it. Okay, that's it. I can't do much else. All I did a thumbnail. My hair up in a bun. I couldn't go get my nails done because it was the busy, so my nails to me look crazy. I broke one nail. I chipped one nail. I'm like, oh my God, I need my mani pedis. I'm gonna go in the morning. And yeah, so here we are together. How are y'all doing? How was everyone? Okay, I said, girl, spend time with your people. Y'all see, like and share the live. Okay, like and share. Help YouTube share me with other people, okay? Because if y'all don't share me, then who will? I mean, I will, but I want y'all to do it too, okay? But hello to everyone, okay? Hello to the peoples. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? A good old little time, child. We're going to be here for a long time, but we will be here for a good time, and that's what matters. A fresh spring. I said, girl, get the spring colors, okay? Because today, here in Detroit, here in the Michigans or whatever, it is nice. It's warm. My air is on. I was like, wait a minute, girl. Is you a little warm? I think I'm a little warm. let me cut on the air conditioner. I said, yep, summer, spring, well, winter's gone. Winter's gone. Okay, so I said, girl, get your good old spring thumbnail to match the feelings of the day. Okay. And I said, it's gonna be a good day today. That's all that matters. Don't let nobody on your nerve. Okay, don't you let anybody put your energy. I woke up on the right side of the bed. I'm gonna go to bed on the right side of the bed, and then that's what matters. Okay. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. That's all we can do. We don't want no bad vibes. Okay. We don't want none. Okay. You should have been, because I promise y'all at like 4, I was like, I could go take a little nappy nap, little hour nap, little 2-hour nap. Okay. I could go fold up some clothes. Because I still have clothes from the cleaners. I ain't folded. Well, they fold, I gotta put them up. But I was like, do you want to do a lot? I'm like, well, it's a couple stories. It's a couple, Drew came and said some things. Beyonce popped out. Okay. It's still stuff okay. Michelle being said. Marlo said some stuff. Offset out here. I said, girl, do a little live. Do a little live. And here we are. Okay. But I promised at around 5:45, I said, I could cancel it, child. Because everybody else made me sleep already. And YouTube already don't tell y'all what I'm on live, and I pop up real fast with it. And I said, girl, it's canceled. But I said, no, you already made a thumbnail. And once I've made a thumbnail, unless my power go out or like a death happens, I'll be here. Okay. So here we are. How is everybody doing? Because that's how we do it. Yeah, 1 hour. That's all I can do. That's all I can promise y'all. I can't do no more. Because it's not that much stuff. Maybe an hour and 5 minutes. Let's say an hour and 5 minutes. But again, how is everybody doing? I like wearing my Detroit. Now, first of all, when I ordered my Detroit Birds Everybody shirts, it took 18 years, 17 days, and 55 seconds to get my shirts. I will never order from Detroit versus everybody ever again, even though I do want some more shirts. I got a couple shirts, and I got, I think, 2 sweatshirts or something. I can't remember. But I will never, I have 3 of these. I got 3 of these shirts and maybe 2 sweatshirts. But I will never order from them again, because I swear to God, it took forever for them to send me 3 shirts. And I didn't have that same issue when I ordered my sweatshirts before. And once I order from you and you get up for yourself, I don't want to support your business, because I never got a reason as to why it took them like 2 months to send me my stuff. I'm like, bitch, did y'all have to go to the cornfields, to the cotton fields to pick the cotton to make the shirts? That's the only. Unless you want to go pick the cotton, right, girl? Anyway, I'll be wondering. But yeah, okay. I don't know. It's 80 degrees today. It's 80. I'm like, and y'all know when it gets warm here, folks at the food. But I don't frequent places where young niggas be at. So usually, if some pop off, it really won't be where I will be. It'll be somewhere else, because I don't know the young niggas, whatever. But again, I almost said, girl, go ride downtown and just lollygag. And I was like, no, go home, because gas is $4 here. Almost $4. Okay, gas is expensive, food is expensive. I could not get my pedicure or my manicure, so I said, go home. Now, had I got my mani-pedi, I would have went on down to the downtown and hung out and got out and about. But because I did not get my mani-pedi and I had on my little flip-flop shoes, and I'm like, I can't go with my flip-flop shoes and my toes ain't done. Can't do that. No. So here we are. Okay. I should. Let me. Now that is a key. I be thinking. Should I write him a letter? Should I write Bishop Robbery a letter and be like, hey, well, I can't call him Bishop Robert, but I'm like, hey, Bishop, what's his name? What's his name? Lamor. Hey, Lamor, how you doing? You know, how many more years you? I'm writing a note to myself to make JayLee versions of Bishop Robert shirts because it's funny. But yeah, I like, should I? But I'm like, if I write him and he then know I be talking cash shit, I don't want that man trying to sue me. Okay, I don't want to be the Tasha K. I didn't make up shit about that man, but I had conversation about that man, and I'm happy that man is where he at, and he can leave me alone. Okay, and that's all it is. Okay, look, y'all would not talk about me as if I'm not here. You know, I'm not going to take a long time today. I'm not going to. What did I do today? I don't think. Oh, Atlanta Housewives come on today, so I have to watch that and review it. But that's it. Okay, what? $5.50. Girl, first of all, if gas was $6 here, I'm not driving anywhere. Okay, if gas is between $6 and $7, I'm gonna say, hey, job, I'm taking my laptop home. I will see y'all when the gas goes back down. Okay, gas is about what I think gas is maybe. Well, it's between in most regular spots $3.89 here. I've seen some for like $4.10. If you get lucky and get to the Sheets gas station, which was one near me, they were $3.49 last week, but I have not seen what it was this weekend. So I may have to get gas at Sheets tomorrow after work. Okay, but let's get to the stuff. Okay, now I was live on Friday. Okay, had a child of colors and coordinations and all those things. Okay, I was live Friday. So if you have not seen that live, go watch it. I was also live on Tuesday and whatnot. Okay, I did do Housewives last week. I did do Lamar show as well. Y'all know those shows are always a premiere, not a lie. So go watch those if you have not. Okay. And the fact that I was able to easily find pictures of the ladies in the colors, I said, well, this is the reason to go live because the thumbnail matches. Okay. I'm like Beyonce and her little brown child, and then Drew her outfit or whatever. And I said, well, the colors match, the vibes match. It's a good day and stuff. So here we are together. Now I did look to try to find a Offset and Russell Simmons in pink, but I did not like the quality of the pictures, and I did not feel like cutting their heads off and using other people's bodies. Not today. So they are just white. But let me share my screen because I did, save the stuff from the Eye of the G to come to y'all with the foolishness and car. And here we are together. Okay. My back would be hilarious and he wouldn't do anything. Probably be great for the show. Anyway, I do wonder if he be in prison thinking, is anybody still talking? I don't think they have access to like the internet in prison. I don't know about in prison. But I do, he might be like, is anybody still talking about me? It's a baby shower cathedral, still cathedraling. I'm saying, has anybody moved the baby shower chairs? Like I just like what happened to the cars? Did the house sell? Did his wife remarry? Did the wife divorce him? Like I don't know nothing. Because I need to look into it. I need to look into what the current conditions of Bishop Robbery's baby shower cathedral church of Latter-day Saints of Christ, and see what's going on. Like where his deacons at? Where deacons at? Like is the deacon board still together? Because I don't. Why still follow us? Let me see, y'all. Let me follow his face. Let's see. Wait, is it Lamor? Lamor. This is Lamor. The Lamor. Let's see. He still got 1.2 million followers, child. I think he's lost some. Like I feel like he had more than that before he went to prison because he's been gone for a while. Bishop Robbery has been gone. Let me see. When did Bishop when did is it Lamor White's Is it Lamar? What's Lamor? Whitehead go to prison. Let me see. Lamor, the Brooklyn known pastor as the Bling Bling Bishop, was sentenced to 9 years in federal prison. Okay, June 17, 2024. Okay, he was convicted in March. So he been gone, y'all, 2 years last month. Now y'all know the Robiversary is in June or July. Okay, June or July. But again, he around there. Okay, because the robbery happened in 2022. 2022, and his ass is in the prison right now. I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna see. But yeah, child, lie more. He either before or after he went away, somebody went and cleaned up his IG because all of them posts of him going off on people's. He removed them. Okay, he kept up the outfits of him and the Balenciaga stuff. Okay, but the going offs posts he had cussing folks out and saying, I don't, all the shenanigans. Okay, those are gone. Okay, but he made sure to keep up the suits that I swear to God he must have got from the swap meet and whatnot. But he said, I'm gonna remove anything that can get me caught up in court. But at that point, it was too late. Anyway, Bishop, right? That mean, you know how dumb you have to be to get yourself locked up. Don't let me out. They got him locked up. And then after the fact, you're gonna remove the evidence. Then you had already seen it. It's Sunday. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, Jesus. It's Sunday. I can't be with the foolishness. I'm leave that man where he at. Okay. I don't think they can do that in prison. I don't think. I know they can like be on the phone and they can probably talk to people, but the question would be who would want to talk to him because he offended so many people before he went to prison. Thank you. I think it is a really good thumbnail, isn't it? It's really good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay. Now I had to go. That's an old picture of K Michelle. Now K Michelle, every time I see pictures of K Michelle, she look different. And the picture was on her page. I guess it's supposed to be her job. I'm like, that face is different. I don't know who that face is supposed to be. He is in federal prison. He's in federal prison. Federal prison. Not state. He had federal crimes. Federal. Okay. RICO. Not a RICO. I'm just saying. He's a labor whore. That's not nice. Okay. Let me stop going on. Okay. Let's see. Again, we have a few things. Y'all see, it's a few things. Okay, it ain't much at all, but it's enough for a little hour. That's enough for a little hour. Okay. Now I seen this, and I said, see, ninjas need to stay their ass off horses. Okay. Sometimes you just sit around, mind your business, and stop messing with stuff because you get to messing with stuff, and then the horse get hit by a car. So it says, 2 brothers from Charlotte, was arrested because they one climbed on a horse, fell off the horse, scared the horse. The horse ran off, and the horse got hit by a car. I said, now, first of all, ain't that the horse fault?
This happened in Charlotte.
Now, who horses is that? The horse is loose. Get the horse. Get the horse. Now they're not gonna show the horse get hit, but the horse gets hit. And because that's the horse should have been watching where the horse was going. Okay, when you a car driving, you don't think about a horse running in your face. Okay, but also, why would you climb up on a horse for what? Now, clearly, the top brother is the one who fell because his nose is off. Are they twins? 2 brothers were arrested after a loose horse got hit by a car in Charlotte. That's a crazy topic. Okay, a loose horse got hit by a car in Charlotte. Now, first of all, I feel like why the horse is outside? Is it legal for horses to be just outside roaming around or whatever? Is it legal for you to have a horse and ride your horse around the streets? Like if a dog, like dogs have to be on leashes in my complex because it's an animal. So if you have a horse and it's an animal, shouldn't that horse have to be on a leash? And if your dog or your horse get loose, ain't it your fault because you let it? Video of the incident shows a horse running through the streets being clipped by a car in uptown Charlotte. The impact of the horse spinning and flipping in the air. Child, not the horse spun, flipped in the air and hit the child. Ooh. The horse appeared to be okay. It's a strong horse. It's strong. You know what I'm saying? It was a strong horse. The horse seemed to be okay. But the story takes a crazy turn. According to affidavits, the men involved was identified as 27-year-old brothers Desmond and Devin Moore. So they twins. They look alike. Okay, same face, same hair, same beard. Both were arrested and hit with disorderly conduct charges after the video showed the brothers arguing with each other, and police after everything went down. Well, first of all, what's the argument about? Okay, if y'all brothers, like what was y'all fussing about? The horse is gone. Okay. Loose horse causes crash. And then can you imagine having to tell your insurance company, hey, I hit a horse or a horse hit me. Okay. I don't think my deductible should go. It ain't my fault. It was a wild horse around here. Okay. Your insurance company, what horse? What horse? You ain't a horse. You lying. You get a car. Okay. But again, the brothers were arguing with each other, and the police, when things went down, officers were trying to detain Devin, who was trying to fight someone. While trying to apprehend Devin, Desmond tried to pull him away from the officers. Police said he resisted, pulled away, yelled, and refused multiple times to give his name while being handcuffed. First of all, if two niggas is in the streets who are twins riding horses, they're probably drunk. Because who soberly thinks to jump on some horses at night? Okay. They're facing disorderly conduct charges along with resisting arrest, delaying, and obstructing an officer. As for now, it's unclear which brother was seen falling off the horse. I'm assuming the one who knows is bleeding. Who horse was it? Where did the horse come from? Why would y'all do that? I just wonder.
After a crash over the weekend involving a horse, concerns are being raised about people riding the animals.
Now, if two cars crash into each other, that's a car crash. Okay. If a horse crashed into you, is it a horse crash? Is it still a car crash? Is it just an accident? Who was at fault? Because I was not taught in driver's training, okay, to stop for horses. I was told if you driving and an animal is in the way, you hit the animal. Okay, if an animal is in your way, you driving, you don't swerve out the way, you hit the animal, and the animal gonna be dead. I don't know.
In Charlotte's busiest neighborhood, Queen City News reporter Jen Cardone spoke with a woman who witnessed this unusual and tragic scene.
Right here, you see a man fall down and off of a horse. The animal runs away and stops only when it gets hit by oncoming traffic in the middle of an uptown intersection.
Look, the horse wasn't listening to no one to say stop horse, but a car hitting the horse, that's gonna make the horse stop. Okay.
The police arrived there pretty quickly, so we didn't have to worry about anything. But first immediate thought was like, is that horse okay? Because like it rolled over the car.
Jakiria Lynch was out with friends Friday night in Uptown and says she saw guys doing tricks on horses.
I don't know if he was trying to show off. I'm not sure where his headspace was, but he stood on the horse and he just fell.
The horse was hit by a car in the intersection of East 7th Avenue and North College Street after it ran solo for an entire block. Lynch's video.
Known for
and shared thousands of times across social media.
I feel so bad for that horse. Like, it's really tragic.
He's okay.
She says a woman who was with the men commented on her post saying the horse was okay. And you can see from another video Lynch recorded that the horse was back on four legs after the crash. The two riders also started fighting with each other and police.
Have you ever seen horses in Uptown like this?
Not unless it was like police riding them. Other than that, no. I've never seen horses.
Did the brothers kidnap some horses? Because I don't know if you're supposed to be in the middle of the street doing horse tricks at night. It all just sounds weird. Either way it goes, they both arrested. If they arrested, the horse is okay. The horse won't be turned to horse meat. But I need y'all to not be getting horses and riding them in the streets at night. It ain't safe. Okay, it's just not safe. Now let's get into not safeness. Okay. Steak and Shake workers shot and killed during a drive-thru confrontation over onion rings. Now, I think I've said this before. Okay, it's never worth it. I don't know why people choose. I have been upset at my order being messed up, at them forgetting something, but I have never gotten so upset. And I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to commit a murder. Like, I've never felt any need to get that upset at a drive-through restaurant. It's not in my nature. Okay? It's never that. And onion rings ain't even the out. Well, I like onions. But I'm like, they can't even be that good.
Never that serious to take a person's life over some fast food.
Tamala Washington was woken up by her family this morning to the news her daughter, Chauncea Lachelle Meekins, was killed while working at the Steak and Shake in North St. Louis County Wednesday night.
I couldn't believe it. I just talked to my daughter. We was talking about her birthday. She wanted me to cook a special meal, her favorite meal. Her birthday is April the 23rd of this month. Instead of celebrate her birthday, I will be burying my daughter for some senseless act.
St. Louis County Police say around 11:30 Wednesday night, two workers were shot after a confrontation at the drive-thru. Washington says the Steak and Shake manager told her it was over the customer asking for more onion rings. Chauncea was weeks away from celebrating her 33rd birthday.
She's loving, caring, friendly. She loves to party. She would give you the shirt off her back if she had it. There's nothing she wouldn't do for anybody that she tried to help.
Another worker was also injured, but is expected to survive. Chauncea's mother has one message to the people who killed her daughter.
Please come forward and turn yourself in. You took somebody's daughter, somebody's auntie, somebody's cousin away from them. That's all I want.
Now, one, rest in peace to, is it Chauncea? Chauncea. Okay, rest in peace to Chauncea. I also want to say, I hope the restaurant has some kind of cameras, okay? Because what the fuck, okay? I feel like but you know what? This also shows that people is crazy in general. Because again, why would you? Because now when you get caught, you're gonna get two charges of murder and attempted murder. Okay, over some fucking onion rings. Over some, I want some more onion rings. And if I say, well, no, maybe we don't have no more, or I say, well, you didn't pay for no onion rings, or if I say, hey, you got the onion ring you paid for, why would that lead to anybody popping? Okay, now one worker dead, one worker shot, another one lived, but that's insane. And then, girl, I have never been to a steak. We may not even have one here, but I just need y'all. And if you live anywhere near these people, if you know who pop these people at the good old Steak and Shake, go ahead and turn it. Now, this is a time for snitching. Okay, this is a time where you should snitch. Okay, If you was riding around to the steak and shake and somebody shot somebody, they dead, this is a quintessential reason that people should snitch. Because anybody who's crazy enough to pop somebody at the drive-through of the steak and shake need to be in jail, because that means any restaurant, the Taco Bell, the Wendy's, the Portillo's, okay, any drive-through restaurant can be at war with crazy motherfuckers up here popping them over fucking sides, over onion rings, over fries, over whatever else. It also it also should be a thing for most restaurants. Y'all need to have surveillance video cameras at y'all drive-throughs. Okay, you need to have equipment that gives a clear picture of at least the driver. Okay, a clear picture of the driver's license. I'm sorry, the license plate of the car. So that way, if something horrible happens at your restaurant, at the drive-thru, whatever, there are something to catch the fools who did it. Because why the fuck would you shoot some girl? Why would you do that? Over onion rings, bitch. I told you when I went to Taco Bell, they told me I like Taco Bell's those crispy chicken nuggets or whatever, and it come with 2 sauces. And I would usually I like the nacho cheese sauce to dip my chicken in. And they said, oh, we no longer allow people to pick their sauce, and you can't pick the nacho cheese sauce. I didn't get pissed off and want to pop. I said, okay, fine. I just don't get chicken no more. But you should never get so upset at whatever they said the drive-through line, but your thought process goes to anything violent. Unless the drive-through worker pulled their gun out first and you drew in self-defense and you won, that's different. Okay, and if you at the drive-through line and for whatever reason you fuss with whoever, unless the drive-through workers or the workers at the restaurant pull they pop out and you pull yours out, it's a you know what I'm saying, a little right, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But to just be fussing, no one should fuss at the drive-through and shoot somebody, not the worker, not the customer, okay? But rest in peace to Chauncey, okay? Crazy shit, okay? More crazy shit in North Carolina, okay? Man arrested for allegedly firing 3 shots into a vehicle his girlfriend was in following a prank where she pretended to cheat. Now, bitches look, and bitches look for men and women, okay? I need y'all to stop playing with people that you know is either crazy or unhinged, okay? Because this man then shot in a car because he crazy as fuck because you pretending to cheat.
Court documents late on Saturday night, the victim, her male friend, and 3 of her girlfriends were at the victim's house in West Charlotte when they played a prank on the victim's boyfriend of 5 months. The male friend called the boyfriend and pretended to be cheating with the victim, the girlfriend. They then left the home, but the victim shares her phone's location. So the boyfriend found them driving along Berry Hill Road and began tailgating them. Court documents say the boyfriend called the victim angry, was driving recklessly to get them to pull over, then fired a handgun into the air multiple times. Eventually, that car of 18 and 19-year-olds pulled up to this intersection here on Freedom Drive. The court documents say the suspect pulled up in the car next to them and fired 3 shots as they were waiting to make a left-hand turn here. Thankfully, those shots didn't hit anything except for the rear window. According to court documents, late on Saturday night.
So in this scenario, everybody involved is stupid. Okay? The boyfriend stupid, the girlfriend stupid, the friend are stupid. Why? I don't know why people think to play pranks on people that angers people. Okay? It's one thing, hey, Joke. I lost my job. What we gonna do? Oh, it'll be okay, babe. You know what I'm saying? Pranks are not supposed to make people angry. And if you've only been dating somebody for 5 months, you don't even know that. When I've always said it takes 6 full months of dating somebody before they even drop their guard enough to see who they really are a little bit. And the first 3 months of talking to somebody, that don't even count. That's imagination time, okay? Dating someone for 5 months and then making the decision to prank him to thinking, hey, guess what? I'm fucking around on you and I'm gonna let you know. Ha ha ha. Now where is that? Now what part? What's the prank though? Where's the joke? Like, where's the joke? And why joke with somebody who you know has a gun? Or maybe you don't know if he has one. Look, y'all, I think I've told y'all before. Back in the day, child, back in the day, when me and the bad guy broke up, and he ain't like the fact that I broke up with him. He was not happy about that, okay? And he told me, I don't want to see you with nobody, okay? If we can't be together, you can't be. Nah, he was crazy back then. I don't know what he is now, okay? And he was like, I don't want to see you with nobody. And I'm like, nigga, my friend stays, my female friend stays across the street from you. So if we hanging out, you gonna see me. Deal with it. And that was my response. I wasn't pranking that man. I wasn't trying to push that man's buttons. However, I went to see my homegirl. Her homegirl boyfriend was over there. His cousin, like me, I like the cousin. Okay. And when me and cousin Damon rolled off in his Impala, bitch, okay, the bad guy was upset. And we was pulling off. He came outside with his gun and was shooting at the car. Because in his head, when he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that was an uncontrollable situation that I did not force to happen. But I also was fully aware this nigga, he's crazy. They're crazy niggas outside. So you should not play with crazy. You also should not play with people you don't know if they're crazy or not. To call it, now they called them. Y'all called them?
The victim, her male friend, and 3 of her girlfriends.
So you included 4 other people in your bullshit. The girl included her male friend and 3 female friends in this bullshit. They all could have died.
Were at the victim's house in West Charlotte when they played a prank on the victim's boyfriend of 5 months. The male friend called the boyfriend and pretended to be cheating with the victim, the girl.
Now, again, idiot number 2. To say, yeah, I'm going to call him and I'm going to act like we fucking. Because when anybody do that, it's either one of 2 or 3 things going to happen. Dude is either going to not care. Fuck, you can have her. He's going to get pissed off. And pissed off shit happens. Or maybe he will say, ha, 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 jokes on me. I get it. I don't know. But why take the chance? That's the only prank y'all can think of. It's a call to have another man call him to act like you fucking him.
Girlfriend. They then left the home, but the victim shares her phone's location. So the boyfriend.
Also, why are you sharing your location with a nigga you've only known 5 months? Don't help the killer find you. Okay? Someone you've known for 5 months should not have your location on their phone. Just should not. And the fact that he instantly checked her location and found her and then said, I'm going to pop everybody. The fact that he didn't even care who else was in the car. He like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everybody. Okay, any person who say I'm gonna kill everybody,
that motherfucker ain't shit. You don't care about me, you, nothing.
Because he said everybody gonna die. Okay, you had your friend call him and say, hey, we fucking. Dude said,
not on my watch.
Pow, pow, pow. It's not worth the joke, people. Okay? It ain't worth the joke. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, again, it says the male friend involved in the prank also received a text from the Ivy at about 1:32 in the morning. Since stop playing me, look, either way it goes, stupidity. Okay? Per the affidavit, April 4th, a woman was out getting food with her four friends in Charlotte, North Carolina. During the outing, the woman and one of her friends decided to play a prank on her boyfriend, Shaheed Ivy, she had been dating for about 5 months. That is a girl. You may not even know that man. You know what? So look, I will get the full name, a copy of your license, social security card. I need your mama. I need all of the information. Back in the day, we didn't really have social media back then. So did you even know this man's real name, or was his name Pooh Man? Okay. The prank involved the woman's friend calling Ivy and pretending to be cheating with her. After the call, the woman and her friend were still out driving when Ivy began following and tailgating them. Authorities say he was able to track her through her phone because she was dumb enough to give the location. In the chase, Ivy called the girlfriend angry. So you've pranked him about cheating. He's calling you, bitch. I'm upset. I want to kill you. Murder, death, kill. Why did I say that was a joke? I'm sorry. I was joking. It was a prank. I'm not cheating. Let me pull over at the police station. Okay? Let me pull over at the police station and explain to you I was joking. It was a bad joke. Okay? But if he's calling you angry, if you see he's following you, trying to get y'all to pull over, bitch, pull over at the police station. Okay? He fired some shots up in the air. They stopped at an intersection and he did what? Pow, 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 the part. Girl. Let me let y'all know something. It's not worth trying to get somebody jealous or get someone's attention in a negative way, because what happens is you can end up dead. Okay, you know how crazy it has to be waking up dead. You're out with your friends hanging out, and you wake up dead. Now he locked up as he should be, because no one should be crazy enough to pop up following you at 1:30 in the morning shooting. That's just insane. Okay, but I feel like at the end of the day, the girlfriend was dead as wrong. Okay, the girlfriend was dead as wrong for thinking, you know what, I'm gonna prank him and tell him I'm cheating. Why y'all just, girl, just dumb. Okay. Now I saw this and I said, now what the hell? Okay. A UK pastor charged for the gross negligence of manslaughter after a man drowned during the backyard baptism ceremony. Now, first of all, I don't judge no one's place of worship. Okay. But I also feel like I don't want to be baptized in someone's backyard. Okay. A woman claims she saw him dancing with Jesus. Was he already girl? A pastor has been charged with gross negligence, manslaughter, following the drowning death of a man in a baptism. Now, first of all, you should have to be licensed to baptize, because if you do it wrong, somebody could drown. Okay. A 48-year-old Cheryl Bartley of Life Change Ministries is facing charges in connection with the death of 61-year-old Robert Smith. Although she killed him, I thought he killed her. Again, 48-year-old Cheryl Bartley of Life Training Ministries is facing charges in connection with the death of 61-year-old Robert Smith, a London resident who died during the baptism held in the backyard of a private home in Birmingham, England. Now, why are you at someone's house? Is her house a church? Why are you having private baptism at your house? Do it like, is that a thing? A private baptism at someone's house in the backyard? Okay. ER was called Emergency services were called the scene where Smith was found unresponsive in a small children's pool being used. Okay, he was pronounced dead and whatnot. Okay, reports say the baptism was live streamed on Facebook. Following Smith's death, Bartley allegedly posted a video on social media claiming, "I saw him dancing with Jesus." Bitch, what? Now, why would you? No, God said no. No, hold on, Effa.
So now why am I in it? And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong
because you never.
Well, you wasn't dancing with me. Now, also, a children's pool. First of all, this man looked tall. Okay, this man looked thick. Okay, this man looked bigger than her. Who held that man down? Okay, who held that man down in the children's pool in the private backyard of Bishop Baptism Barbie? Okay, it's weird to me. And why would she post a video saying, "I saw him dancing with Jesus"? How did you see that? Because, so did you kill him? Did you have a premonition? Like, when did you see him dance with Jesus? Before or after someone held that? Because again, a children's pool is hard for an adult to drown in because it's a children's size pool. Why didn't he just get up? Okay, if you're laying down in the water, get up. Okay, and then for her to say, "I saw him dancing with Jesus," does that mean she premeditated the murder in her head? Did she think because she had a vision of him dancing with Jesus that she then had to hold him down in the water deep? Hold him down until he stop. My point is, because I don't want to go too far. It says Smith, released from Jamaica, had worked for many years as a barber in London. He survived by 7 grandchildren. Reports indicate he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and the ceremony marked his second baptism at the time of his death. Oh, he maybe could he not get up? Because if he had Parkinson's, was he so far debilitated from the Parkinson's, he could not? So did no one help him up? How much water was in the pool? And did he drown in the water? I have so many questions. Sure, I just feel like I think of a kiddie pool, okay, and I think, well, Jesus said, those who want to will get up, and then she ain't get up. I'm sorry, he did not get up, and how it's a kiddie pool. So in my head, a kiddie pool, them little plastic pools, your feet can just wade in the water. Okay, it's for kids is 2 years old, maybe 10 and whatnot. You don't do too much in the pool, but I still feel it's the kiddie pool part that make me feel like somebody drowned that man on purpose. I'm also still wondering who booked the baptism at the private pool at the private house. Okay, where was the man's family? Okay, if the man got, how many was 7 grandkids? Let's see. He had 7 grandchildren. Was they there? You know, it's a kiddie pool. It says CPS said there was significant evidence to bring the case to court. Well, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. She'll go to court on May 14th. I'm just wondering. I'm calm on the rough side of the mountain. I got heat, girl. I just wonder. Cause y'all do know a kiddie pool is made for children. Okay? A kiddie pool, child. A kiddie pool, bitch. A kiddie pool. And if did y'all overfill the pool? Was he heavy and it was just dead weight y'all couldn't lift? Where the laugh stream at? Because I'm like, at what point did they realize, hey, he can't get out the water? Hey, he drowning. And at what point did she say, I see him with Jesus? So did you put on some dance? I saw him dancing with Jesus. Jesus was in a white robe and he was in a brown suit and he seemed happy. No, bitch, you killed him. That man literally woke up dead. This is a main reason as to why nobody should be doing private baptisms on people in general. My husband died from Parkinson's. I'm sorry to hear that, Linda. Parkinson's disease, and he was laying down. He didn't have medication, and improperly, he most definitely couldn't get up. Oh, so that's I'm like, how does someone drown in the kiddie pool? Well, there's one, but two, because look, I was baptized when I was a teenager. I was probably in like 5th grade when I got baptized. But I've witnessed many other baptisms, you know what I'm saying, at the church and whatnot. And every time we had a baptism, it was never one person in the water. It was, the preacher, pastor, bishop. It was usually the first lady or a deacon. There were usually, pastor aides around because you have to help. Because once you dunk somebody in the water, you have to help them get up. So I'm like, did she not think to have anyone there to help her get this man up out the water? So that may be where the negligence I'm thinking of a kiddie pool. That's what I think of, an itty bitty titty committee pool. Okay, she put that man in the itty bitty titty committee pool and let that man drown. I see him dancing with you. No, you don't.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
I see him dancing with Jesus. Leave God out of it. Okay. Anyway, may he rest in peace. Lastly, the crazy news. Okay. The first video I seen of this crazy man was this one. Hold on. I seen this one. When they say a crazy man, was at someone's house trying to get in. I said, now why would you? Pow, pow, pow. Okay. Bitty, bitty, bomb, bomb. Okay. If I look in the camera and I see this in my camera and I'm home, pop, 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 pop. Self-defense.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay.
Now, first of all, this motherfucker's in a trench coat and flip-flops. Okay? You can never come up to my door in a trench coat and flip-flops and think I'm not gonna shoot you?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door.
And you know how crazy you have to be to kick in a door in flip-flops? Your toes are exposed. Okay? Nigga, what is wrong?
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
open
leave...
this fucking door. Open this door. I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
And the moment someone comes to my door asking for my child in a trench coat and flip-flops, and then tell me they're going to kick my door in, the moment they kick my door, I'm shooting you.
Leave my house.
I would then see you dancing with the devil.
You don't...
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want? Hello?
Okay, that was one piece of the video, okay? But I'm telling y'all, bitty bitty bum bum, bitty 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 bum bum, okay? Now, they then show more footage, okay? This random man who crashed out after not being into a family's home eventually made his way inside. So you got in my house.
Where the fuck is she? Huh? Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me? You might. Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking shove me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking girl.
That's too much conversation.
Fucking liar! I can hear her. I can fucking hear her. Fucking hear you, bitch! You son of a... I'll fucking kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Oh, you fucker! Man, hurry the fuck up, because I'm gonna drag his ass out. I'm telling you, who are you talking to, bitch? Who are you talking to, bro? Where the fuck is you? Get the fuck, stand on the fucking ground. Who the fuck do you think you are? My name's Jaylee Johnson. Get the fuck out of my house. Why are you screaming? There's no one up there. Get the fuck out of my third room, bro.
Look, I am a full-fledged understander of people having mental breaks, people having mental health issues, but I will never put someone's mental health struggles above my safety. Because there's one thing if you see someone have a mental health break where they're just erratic. They're not coming at you. They're just erratic in their own space. They're erratic in their own domain. But once you bring your erraticness, once you bring your mental break to my house, and you some kind of way break in my house, you're walking through my house threatening to kill me, I no longer have any care for your well-being. Because I can never put a stranger's mental health above my safety. Because I've seen many people have mental health breaks where it's just them and their mental health break. They're not trying to fuss, attack, Any of that. Now, if I am in a work capacity, that's different. Okay, if I'm at work and I have to deal with somebody who's having an episode, that's different. I'm speaking about if I am at home in my domain, minding my business, and somebody who's having a mental health crisis comes to my house. Unfortunately, you are not going to make it out.
Walk the fuck out. What's the third room? Walk the fuck out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room, bro? I'm giving you a fucking chance. Get the fuck out of my house. What's the third room, bro? I'm telling you, get the fuck.
I'm telling you, if I have the shovel, bing, bing, bing. Because you do not want, again, I don't want to hurt nobody. But I can't allow someone who is not mentally stable to possibly hurt me.
Fuck out of my house, please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797 Co-op Drive. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside. Okay. Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please. Yes, sir. Okay. Ground, please. Yes, sir. Okay. How you doing today, sir? Don't move. Don't move.
Child, again, at least the police came. Okay, the man was arrested for the charges. However, bitch.
You trying to get the camera on? Figure out where we're at.
Again, he's round here in a trench coat and flip flops. So clearly, there's not, there's a disconnect up here. But no. No. So again, the man was arrested, charged with, I think disorderly conduct. What was it? What is it? Felony charges? It's probably breaking and entering, probably destruction of property. It gotta be disorderly conduct. All of the above. But I have no idea how to contain myself if I think someone's trying to kill me. Okay. So again, those were the crazy stories, and we're an hour in. Okay. Let's get to the other stuff. Y'all take 30 good seconds, like the video because I asked y'all to, and whatnot. And we are back. What do I want to get into? Because it's a Sunday, I'm not going to get into no grown folks. Maybe tomorrow we'll get into these grown folks conversation, but I'm not going to do it today. Let's do Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee. She no longer goes by Simmons. She dropped the Simmons. And whatnot. Hey, you have anything for me? I hope so. Anyway, Russell Simmons. So Kimora spoke about how when she had the brand Baby Phat, that she did not get as much money in the buyout as people would think. The Baby Phat sold for around $140 million, and Kimora said, I only got about $20 million or less because I did not own enough of the brand to get more money. Okay, I feel like Baby Phat, Phat Farm, Def Jam, all those things are synonymous with that's. I would say Russ Simmons, Kimora Lee, for sure. I never really thought about Russell when it came to Baby Phat. More Phat Farm. They were both brands that, came from him. But Russell can never go sit the fuck down somewhere and be quiet because Kimora Lee admitting, hey, I did not own enough of the brand to get, the 104, or even to get half. Okay, I got about 20 or less. I live and I learn. And Russell came out and said she's right. She didn't own any. I gave her the brand, which already existed. I gave designers support, fame, and at the end, money. Stop playing with me. This was pure generosity and love. Russell, I mean this with every inch of my money. Go fuck yourself. Okay? You picked a teenage Kimora to be your concubine. Okay? Knocked her up with 2 children. Any brand that you gave her that she helped make successful, it's just a part of being married. When Russell tries to make it seem as if he's this great guy who was so generous and oh my God, no one should shut up. Shuts up. Because all of the other things you've done that are out in the world that you were sued for, that you were accused of. To me, there is no, I was just doing things because I'm generous and I'm a love. No man who starts dating an 18-year-old girl when they're in their 30s should feel like, people should be grateful I gave her. You should be grateful she gave you some pussy. Hey, be grateful that you bagged someone like her because Russell to me gives ick. He gives, and I also wonder how did he? Maybe he wasn't that icky back then, but he's so icky now. And even think about all the stuff she probably went through with him. I'm like, nigga, doesn't nobody care if you owned the brand and gave it to her. So what? She made it what it was. Baby Phat was a female version of Phat Farm. You handle Phat Farm. It's called marriage. It's called it's 1 and 2. What do you mean? Okay. So Russell, I want you to stay in Bali. Stay away from all of us with your bullshit. And I think because Kimora and him have a different bond now. They're not as family oriented with each other because of stuff that Russell has been accused of. They are not as friendly and all of that. I think whenever he has a chance to kind of shit on her, he does. I think anytime he has a chance to kind of knock her down a peg or two, he does. Because she admitted she didn't own as much. But my point is, that don't even matter. Because Baby Phat worked because of Kimora's branding of it. It didn't work because you started it. Because a lot of people start a business that doesn't work. So, just a cliff. Fall off it. Just a deep dive off a cliff. Okay? Bruno Mars. He's in concert currently. Okay? It's the romantic tour. Okay, him. Now, first of all, I am still pissed at both Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak because I loved Silk Sonic. And they made a choice to only do one album. It had like 7 songs. It had like 7 or 8 songs on it. Let me see how many songs. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door. Okay, Silk Sonic had the album. Oh, and they had 10 songs. They had 10 songs on it. And I feel like they left us hanging. Okay, now I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying anything is fact, but it was always the rumors that Bruno Mars got a little cocaine problem. He's a cocaine user. You know, he owed a casino like 50 mil and whatnot. So when the tour got started back up, child, him and Anderson .Paak is up for discussing, hey, I paid my debts.
I hate to make this about me. But when I think about how much debt, or how many steps it took to get here, I get emotional. Vegas, I'm pleading with you. Come on over, baby.
No singing.
Andy, I'm sorry I'm going through that. See, I'm debt free. I paid the casino off a long time.
Now, there was rumors that Bruno Mars owed about 50 mil to a casino, because he also had a residency, and they were like, oh, he was playing in the casino a lot. He raked up a lot of debt, and that could have been a reason as to why some things happened. Now, we don't know if they're joking about this or whatever, because again, Anderson .Paak, you know, looked to a lot of debt. steps to get here, and Bruno saying, I paid my debts. I paid off the casinos. So we don't know if this is them joking, pushing the buttons, or if he did owe casino some money. Maybe he didn't owe 50 mil. Okay, even if he owed $1 million. Okay, if he owed $1 million, got his little cocaine issue under control. I don't know. Okay, but Bruno and Anderson .Paak having a good old time on stage, child. I think they're both very talented artists together and separately, but there's something genuinely amazing about the Silk Sonic sound, their stage presence or whatever. And I love the fact that both Bruno Mars and also Anderson .Paak put so much effort into their stage performances. I love it. So he said, bitch, I ain't got no debt. Unlike Offset, okay? Now, separately, I don't know who Jada is. I believe that's ain't she a rapper? But I kept seeing clips all over about a fight that happens in the club. Now, I have not been in a fight in a club in a long time, okay? But have I ever fought in a club? I've never fought in a club. I fought outside of one, not in one, okay? But footage got leaked out. Now that's Jada. It seemed like a fight had happened, and Jada was in a headlock. Okay, I said, bitch. Oh wait, she got a rapper. Okay. Oh, she a baby mama. She a baby mama. Let me Google. I didn't even Google. Let's see. That's Dior. Because I've heard that. Who is this Dior? That's the question right here. Okay, Des Dior is a rising Atlanta-based rapper, influencer, and entrepreneur. Recognized for a confident rap. She is a rapper. It say Des is a rapper. Now I know the Jada girl is somebody baby mama. Okay, yeah. So Des is the influencer. Okay, and Jada is that's the little baby mama. But he got how many baby mamas he got? Because I feel like once a guy, if you have more than 2 baby mamas, once you're at 3 or 4 or 5 and whatnot, at that point they don't even matter. Okay, but they round in the club and a whole fight, bitch. Oh, now that's tossing folks and beating ass. Okay. I said, girl, you a boxer? What happened? What is going on? Now in 2020s, I'm a firm believer in, bitch, I'm not if I have to be out in these streets fighting, I'm not out in the streets. Okay, I got old bones now. And I'm not gonna I'm tossing bitches away from me. Okay, bitch, I'm a bike. Look, I had time. Okay. But the fact that someone caught the little scrapation, okay, and after the fact, we seen the two girls together. Because if you getting beat up and I come and I help you, okay, we good girlfriends, we good friends. And that's what true friends do. Okay, if you out with your peoples and someone tries to fight them, you are supposed to help your friend not get beat up. Okay, because once your friend, because once your friend is in a headlock, and first of all, once my friend is in a headlock, I need to get to my friends. Okay, I don't know how they are, but I kept seeing a post about Jada and Des. I'm like, what happened? They was fighting, but they fighting each other. It's like, no, they was beating up Jada, and Des was beating up people trying to get over to Jada. Okay, security should be fired because how can anyone get me in a full-fledged headlock, neck lock, hair wrap around lock? That's weird. Okay, were you all hands? Look, I was all inclusive. I am an all. Back in my younger days, I was an all inclusive, whatever. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Even now, if hey, play what we want to. Because if I don't feel like fight, if it happens to be a steel chair sitting right here, and I see you running up, you're gonna probably get hit with the steel chair. Okay. If I don't have time to grab the steel chair and you're running up, okay, cool, bitch. I'm going to donkey kick you in your stomach. To me, I'm not gonna grab no gun, no knife. I'm not gonna shoot or stab somebody at all. That's too much. But you really might get hit with a steel chair if you're trying, and especially if it's a crowded place and all I see is people, you're going to get hit with a chair. If it's a one-on-one situation, I'm gonna knuckle up because it is what it is. But at the same time, we always you never know. You never know. But the thing that to me, the best way to win fight, you just knock it out. You don't have to swing. Just toss them. Toss if you can toss a bitch across the floor, that's a good thing. And if you choose to get up and come back and fight again, okay, let's do some more. Let's do some more. Okay. But again, you see somebody running up, let's donkey kick them. Or pick up a chair. Pull up the brat. Hit him with a bottle. But not a thick bottle. You don't want to kill him. But once you're in a headlock, neck lock, hair lock, and security, I'm not security. What is you doing? See, that's me. Okay, I'm swinging off, and I'm like, they up and fighting in the club, bitch. And to me, this is insane because once you reach a level to where I believe these two ladies have reached, I believe people know Jada as well as her being that man, big mama. I believe she like sells stuff or whatever, I believe the same thing for Dior. Once you are like a known person, I'm not going into atmospheres where folks is trying to fight me. Because the fact that no one is really trying to break up anything, there ain't even enough security. Like, no one should have even been able to get to the gender girl at all. Okay? And that's over here swinging because that's what you do. You get the person on their back and you just go. Okay? Because you're supposed to want to stop the person from coming at you. And if I'm minding my business and you run up on me and I hit you with a chair because I don't know what you're doing, I'm protecting myself. I swung once, she came and run. If I swing the chair once and I knock your ass out, don't get up and come back over here. Because now I got to keep bank you. Okay. No, if I am minding my business and somebody runs up on me trying to attack me and I don't have on my hip, okay, all I have is a steel chair or a bottle, bitch, blink, blink. Judge, I was in a loud, dark club. There were 30 people coming my way, Judge. I was scared for my life. And I swung at the person running at me saying, "You gonna die, bitch." And I hit her or him with the bottle. I did not attack anybody, Judge. They ran up on me. Now, Judge, if you would have wanted me to, if I would have had that fire on my hip, I could have shot him dead, Judge. I did not have a gun because we was out in public, Judge. All we had was the bottle of Patron sitting right next to me. Okay, and I had to protect myself in this loud, dark club with drunk people, and I thought her fingernails was a knife. I feared for my life. Okay, it was self-defense. Now, if a judge say, "Jaylee, you ran up on," okay, that's different. That's different. That's different. I don't ever have the need to run up on anybody. You can choose to run up on me, and then you have to deal with whatever happens. Whether I fight you physically with my hands or you get hit with whatever is near me. Okay? That's why when you're anywhere, pay attention to your surroundings. What can I grab quickly? What is here? Oh, there's bottles here. There is an ice bucket here. Okay, there's a steel chair right there where security is sitting. Boom, bop, bop, bop. And if anybody wants to run up, you're going to get done up. Okay? But I'm like, for these two young ladies to be out at a club for whatever reason, because we still don't know what really happened. But I'm like, at what point do you be like, bitch, am I getting choked out? Bitch, I'm getting choked out. And when you see security can't even contain the situation. That's what's the craziest thing to me, is that security can't even help her. At this point, she's being pulled by security on one end and being headlocked on the other end. That girl can die. Her neck can get broke, her eye can get poked out. Okay, anything can happen, bitch. But had she had a chair, had she smoked a chair, maybe she could have got out there alive. But again, she alive and well. Okay, but I'm gonna tell y'all, don't y'all be in these clubs fighting. It ain't even worth it. And if you are a person of a certain demographic, okay, don't even put yourself in those situations. It's just not smart. But I'm like, girl, Now, this is some other footage. Okay. Wait, hold on now. Security camera footage of Jada Waiter and Des Dior's Club Raw showed Des jumping in amid Jada being struck, as friends should. So, girl in the white was like, bink, bink. Okay. And then the whole child. I also feel like before a fight happens, you feel the energy in the room. Like stuff, it get real thick. It get real thick. You see people look. You have to be aware of your surroundings enough to know, hey, you know what, bitch, it's time to leave. Okay, but again, no one got killed. Everyone made it out, and that's fine by me. Okay, now what's next? So I told y'all an hour, and we're an hour and a half. I seen this the other day. Phaedra was talking about Housewives of Atlanta. She was on Getting Real with the Housewives, okay? And she was speaking about K. Michelle. And Phaedra, old punk ass, said K. Michelle is hilarious. After we've seen all of these singers, everyone wants to sing. Now we got one that released a highly acclaimed singer with Grammys and real credits and really awesome talent. Now, to me, this shows and proves why Phaedra ass can't win a fucking case. Okay? Because, look, K. Michelle ain't got no Grammys. But people feel like, oh, you throwing shade. Because, Candy was on the show for years. Candy does have a Grammy. Candy is and was in a award-winning group. Okay, Candy is a part of R&B, hip hop culture with her and Escape. So folks felt like, oh, Phaedra trying to be shady, and maybe she wasn't deliberately trying to shade Candy. But hey, when you say, hey, we finally have talent. Singer, someone who can sing, that is shading Candy, in my opinion. She's also probably shading Drew and probably Shamia. But the thing about it is, both Shamia and Drew can sing. K. Michelle can sing. But to make it seem like, because K. Michelle's there now, oh, now she is now this is the proof of having the real. Even Shamari DeVoe, who was around there, Shamari can sing. Get them shoulders bouncing, her and her damn husband. But I'm like, K. Michelle doesn't have any Grammys for one. And I also don't know. If K. Michelle said the beef with Drew ain't about music, why folks keep bringing up music? And I don't mean no tea, no shade, but do K. Michelle songs get played on the radio? I just be wondering, and I'm not trying to knock K. Michelle, but I feel like they is ignoring, and by they I mean K. Michelle and them. K. Michelle and this girl and Phaedra is ignoring the fact that for years K. Michelle kept trying to be a musician. Yes, she can sing, but K. Michelle has been scratching and surviving for years. So I never understand why someone who had to scratch and survive to get to the little place that she's at, why would you try to down someone who's doing the same thing that you are doing, what is trying to be looked at seriously as an artist, as a singer? Like, what's the point of dogging Drew and or Shamia for their, desire to be singers and be, get accolades and to be recognized for their voice? I don't understand that. And that's what aggravates me about Phaedra as well. Bitch, you up as just saying untruths. Okay? We finally have, she had no fucking Grammys. And I don't know what accolades K. Michelle has. I don't know what awards K. Michelle Hey Google, what music awards has K Michelle won? Let's see. It said K Michelle has won in 2013, so 13 years ago. 13 years ago, K Michelle won Best New Artist at the Soul Train Music Awards, so 13 years ago, okay? And in 2014, she won the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding New Artist. It was also 2 new artists, okay? She won the ASCAP Award in 2015, okay? She recently won a Country Single of the Year Award and Rising Star Award in 2025 at the, it says, MI Music Awards. And she also has 4 BT nominations for Best Female Pop Artist. That's it. So my only point is, I don't understand trying to shit on somebody when you still trying to make it. And Phaedra, bitch, we still don't know what you do. Are you really lawyering? Are you a lawyer? Are you a funeral home director? What do? You know what I'm saying? Your hand is in all these pots, but you're being messy and shady, bitch. Candy should really come back for the next season. Candy should come back for season 18. And I want them to have Phaedra on there too. And I want Candy to just show her ass and just shit on Phaedra the whole time. Okay. Truth be told, Phaedra, who Phaedra was as a housewife, you know, let's say 8 years ago. She's not that now. Little bitch. Marlo. Why are all the housewives doing any, well, she not a housewife no more. But anyway, Marlo went and was talking to what's this man's name? Cam Newton. Why do folks keep talking to Cam Newton? It's so weird. Anyway, he was asking her about her time on Housewives, and she had these things to say.
Candy Birds.
Complicated.
Why?
It's complicated, but we're cool. Because one thing, Candy and I have respect for each other. When we see each other, we're going to always speak. Okay. The kids are going to speak. But I mean, just from the show, I think the show messed us up, right? Because I used to date her godbrother. So if the show didn't happen, I think we would have been cool. But
Marlo likes to act like, and that's why I had to put Marlo on the thumbnail. Because Marlo be acting like we did not see the season and the reason she ain't there no more. Okay? She really acts as if we did not see what she said, how she acted, things that she implied when it came to Candy Birds. Okay? Her beef with Candy about a dead relative who used to work at Candy's restaurant and whatnot. Even her bringing up, I used to let her got her godbrother. But how long ago was that? So y'all probably cool because Candy don't really give a fuck about you like that. Meaning if she see you, she'll speak. But like, girl, no.
Just that.
Kenya Moore.
Complicated. She's a hater. Said that I lied about my damn name. Just a liar. And just, that's why I ass got fired. Because she lied and she played. She don't know how far to go. She goes,
well, Marlo, you got fired too. Yes, Kenya got fired from Bravo for that damn picture. However, the only reason she's not back yet is because Britt filed that lawsuit. You're not back because they don't want you there. I fully believe Bravo wanted Kenya back in some kind of role, okay? But they don't want you back because you also did too much. Your one, she was a full-time. Marla was a peach coder for I think 2 seasons. And both seasons she did absolutely too much. Okay. And I feel like the only time Marla was enjoyable was when she said this.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
That's the only time I feel like Marlo would like that one little 7 seconds. Oh, that it drained me. But Marlo is a bird of epic proportions who did too much and got fired too.
Too far. She goes too far, and especially with Black women. She's a hater. She's disgusting to know I'm raising 2 young Black men and it just goes so far. She goes too far.
Now, what the fuck does your nephews have to do with Kenya? I'm just wondering.
So reality TV real, huh?
Oh, it's real, baby. It's real. It may be edited, but it's real. You see, she got fired for going too far. It was real.
What happened?
She showed another girl supposedly giving something to a guy.
And the fact that we now know that isn't not that now that was Kenya's intent, but we now know it wasn't Britt in the picture. So even Kenya doing that to Britt ain't got shit to do with Marlo. So who's the hater?
With her head. Is it called ratio? What y'all be calling ratio? What y'all call
Fellatio.
Fellatio.
Marlo acting like she don't know what dick sucking is called. Girl. Now maybe she called it dick sucking. Maybe she called it giving. I don't know. But you know what fellatio is. You give it. We all do.
Oh, shit. I'm talking about.
But I don't. I'm a lady. I don't give head.
Ain't that a lawsuit?
Exactly. Hopefully it wasn't her. Hopefully it's not.
Revenge porn.
Revenge porn. That's exactly what it was. I'm like, girl, you just go too damn far. And I feel that we
also Kenya's not being sued for revenge porn. That's actually not accurate.
All went too far towards the end because it got so bitter and ugly. And I think that's why Bravo did a little twist.
Kim Zolciak.
Yeah, still cool.
Cool. Sheree Whitfield.
Still cool.
Okay. Cynthia Bailey.
Still cool.
All right. Portia Williams.
Don't like her. She's a hater. Complicated.
Did you see what she on now?
Traitors?
No, I'm talking about her love interest.
Oh, I know.
Did you think that's real?
I don't know. I mean, I know she still like penis.
I mean, I also believe that that Portia still likes penis. I also think Sway keeps a couple penises in her backpack. Okay. Sway absolutely has a bag of dicks. Okay, I'm just saying.
So
revenge?
No, I don't know. But I'm just saying I know she still like men. I used to be her friend. But yeah, that's just complicated. I don't like her because she was very against me coming back the 2 seasons ago. When she was returning back, she was one of the main people against me coming back. And one thing I don't play with, I would never try and stop anyone from getting their check. Especially if you're a single aunt raising kids.
Yeah.
Like, you hate me that much, but it's because I'm the one who I hold accountable. I'm gonna ask the questions.
Yes, ma'am.
She likes to run shit. She got to have girls that can run.
But how does that work? How does Bravo take into consideration cast members?
I don't know, but I mean, she sold them a dream that she was coming on with a husband and gonna live this huge lifestyle. And
I mean, what did Marlo bring? What did Marlo bring? We have never seen Marlo date anyone. We saw her with her mama that one time. We don't really care about her raising her nephew. They're damn near grown. Marlo also did not bring a story to the Housewives. So I feel like even trying to make it seem as if, well, Portia sold this dream to Bravo about her coming on with her husband. I mean, Portia still, the only reason Portia did not give what she could have gave that first season back because Simon and her was beefing, and in court they didn't allow her to discuss Simon. I think that's a monkey wrench that Portia did not expect. I fully felt like Portia was gonna come in and talk about her assignment and that divorce. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Portia did not sell Bravo a dream. I do feel like Marlo gave us dust.
Be in this expensive home, and she came back because she's a people's favorite, but she came back and was getting a divorce, you know, and wasn't able to show the home until at the end.
Marlo is up here calling everyone else a hater while hating from outside the club because she can't get in. Okay, Marlo ain't at no Bravo events. Was Marlo even at Bravo Con? Girl, does she be on Watch What Happens Live? Now I feel like we know why Kenya is not at nothing because you know what I'm saying, the lawsuit stuff with Rick. But Marlo I think is better because I think Marlo felt like I've been a friend of for years. I was a housewife for 2 seasons, and they have put me out the pasture like a dog. Okay, and I think she really blames Portia. When in hindsight, to me, Marlo put herself in that box because you probably was beef with not only Portia but also Candy. You were beefing with some of the ladies who Bravo probably puts in higher regard than you. You didn't give enough to the show for them to probably try to invest back into you because of stuff that you did and what you said, okay? And so, girl, that's on you. But girl, go sit down somewhere, okay? K. Michelle. So, I first saw this clip of K. Michelle discussing her and her son.
My child ain't talking right now, but it's all good.
Why?
So I had bought him a Benz at 16. My child decides that he don't want a handout and he don't want anything. That's all I'm working for. He gonna Uber while he in college. He gonna Uber with a Benz in Memphis.
Okay, but what's
wrong? Who you know Uber with a Benz? So I confront him. We get in the car and I'm telling him, you can't do this. He get upright with me. So all I know is I'm like, pop, pop, pop. I'm telling him like, are you crazy? And then I take the car and I ran into a fence and knocked down whoever fence. We still ain't went to jail.
All because he wants to Uber.
Why would you Uber?
Because I think it's commendable. He's showing you, Mom, I want to be independent. It's too
commendable. Why would you be, any money you make from Uber, I'm going to send it to you right away. That's why I work hard.
Because he's saying, Mom, I'm 21. I want to be independent.
But he wasn't 21 then.
How was he then?
He was about 19.
He wants to learn the world and see the world because his mom created space for him to dream bigger. So that's a good thing.
It is, but it's like, I would like for him to not have to be so independent. I would like for him to know that I'm there. I had my son when I was in college, so I remember my parents coming.
And so that was the gist of her saying how her son, because Jason asked her son, said, well, we kind of beef out right now. She then brought up the car issue. And I feel like I understand K. Michelle saying, I have worked really hard, so I don't want my son to feel as if he has to work. However, how do you not also understand he wants to be independent on when you don't allow your child to learn to be self-sufficient? God forbid something happens to you and they are left in this world without their blanket. Okay, and they don't know what the fuck to do. So him being 19, him being in college, him wanting to have something of his own, and you got so upset that you crashed the fucking car. And again, even not only that, why give him a Benz in college in Memphis? To me, that means you want him to be flashy. And no tea, no shade. At least I don't think anyone really knows who her son is because she's never really showed him. So the only people who probably know, oh, that's K. Michelle's son, is people who he's like with the school with or whatever in the neighborhood. Why give him a Benz at 19 in Memphis anyway? Okay. Now, when the blogs picked up the story, this part of the interview, They put up what K Michelle wrong. Said she fell out with her son after buying him a Benz at 16, which she later used Uber in Memphis to avoid asking her for money. I don't see nothing wrong with this. At one point in the interview, I believe she said that he wanted to trade in the Benz for a different kind of car. And the mama and the daddy was like, hell no, hell no, hell no. Okay. Want to trade the Benz in for a Hyundai. And both Kate Mitchell and the daddy said no. And sometimes you as a parent can try to give your child so much it hinders them from growing the fuck up. You give them so much because you want to control their life and their narratives. And him being 19, him being in college, him saying, hey, I want to Uber. A lot of kids Uber at that age to make money. DJ sometimes with Uber. Not because he can't get, because he get, girl, DJ gets whatever he wants. Okay? Between my mom, his mom, and me, whatever DJ wants, he gets. But he just wanted extra money because he wanted to. He will only Uber like for like 2 hours a day. And that's it. But K Michelle making it seem like, okay, it's not safe for him to be in the Benz Ubering in Memphis. Then why did you give him the car in the first place? If he is K Michelle's son, he's in Memphis, it's an expensive car, and blah, blah, blah. Why get him the fucking Benz? And if he wanted to get a Hyundai, why not say, okay, son, cool. And if he wants to Uber, let him fucking Uber. Let him Uber. Look. Because if Memphis isn't safe, why let him be there? Why let him be there? So when this post went up, a lot of folks were, oh, she's a bad mom. And they felt like, and I saw a couple different things being said. Some folks were saying, oh, she's a bad mom because she wanted to control him. She did not want to let him be independent. She doesn't want him to be self-sufficient. You know, her being upset about it when all he wanted was a bit of independence, and that's kind of crazy. Okay. Some folks said, well, I get her caution and him being in Memphis, which, you know, it can be a dangerous place, and he has a Benz. And I kept thinking, well, why the fuck is him the Benz? Okay. So K Michelle commented because she saw this post. And K Michelle said, very misleading headline. My child and me are fine and close as hell. I am poking as a mother mad at him because he traveled out the country during the war some weeks ago. So when Jason asked her about her son, she made it seem like they beef out now because of the car. At least the part they played was him asking her about her son, her bringing up this situation. So it is not misleading. The post is not misleading. The post is based on the fucking video. And if you were mad at him because he traveled out the country, he's 21 now. Girl, be mad, but why bring that to the interview? I digress, okay? She then said, as far as the Uber, it was a safety concern. He was a child, and this was over 5 years ago. I'm confused because once she said he got the car at 16, then she said he was trying to Uber at 19. He's 21 now. So which one is it? Okay, because 21 and 19, that's 2 years. I don't know. Okay. I worked hard for him. Ubering wasn't safe. I would Uber before I allowed him. 2, please don't run half statements. Definitely didn't fall out of my child. He's my everything and best friend, and he's independent and doesn't want handouts, but I am a mother. He's a grown man now, graduated from college and corporate. Again, but that ain't what you said, Kay. Okay, that ain't what you said. And again, it almost feels like K Michelle acts like she's brand new to interviews, social media, and all that shit. The interview was what you said. And what you said was, yeah, we beefed out right now. And he said, why? We then in the conversation about the fucking car. Now you want to be all up in the comments and I did it, girl, what is it? which one is it? And the point was, you know, was K. Michelle wrong for not wanting her son to Uber to be self-sufficient? Even talking to Jason, she said, I want him to depend on me. I want, because the money he make with them, I can get. Girl, he don't want your money. So folks' comments and concerns were valid based on what she said. I don't know why any parent would get their child a Benz if they are in school in Memphis and you feel like that car and that area is not safe. Even if he isn't Ubering, him going to the fucking Jack in the Box or whatever restaurant can be done, because it's a fucking Benz. He's a kid. He's K. Michelle's son. So I'm like, either way go, to me, that Benz paints a target on his back. So you can't have it both ways. To want to be like, well, I can afford to get my son a Benz, but it's dangerous if he's in that Benz working as an Uber driver. When in hindsight, for Uber, you know, most folks trying to get to point A and point B. Okay. So again, K. Michelle, girl, boo. She also brought up when auditioning for Housewives, she came on with a whole different person, not her husband. So what now?
Bad, honey.
But you're actually a real housewife.
I'm a real housewife. I've been with my husband. We've been friends since high school. Yep, I had some penises I flipped on in between that and have gone through all of that. But, you know, with us breaking up, getting back together, everything, we've known each other since high school.
I know, I saw that. You were on marriage boot camp together.
Yes.
But wait.
So you want to say the truth?
Absolutely.
So I'm not giving up anything with the TV show because they didn't follow this. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
So me and him have been together so long. We have been together 10 years. That man did not marry me.
The first time you were together?
Yeah, like he did not marry me.
And the one funny part I have from it, you know, her saying me and my current husband dated for 10 years and he didn't marry me. It just makes me think of when she talks about Robin. You know, said Robin and Juan and how Juan don't want Robin. I'm like, Juan married Robin twice. Juan may have made us, you know, not be able to stand him because of how he treated Robin and how much it seemed as if he couldn't stand Robin. But Juan married Robin twice and stayed in the damn house the whole time. Even as a roommate. So I'm like, at the end of the day, it doesn't. So again, sometimes the men in your life don't want you until they do.
Years and years we did marriage boot camp. We did everything, issues that couples go through. And I said to him, you need to step it up. Still no step up. So
what does step up mean? Step
up means like, come on, just ask me to marry you. Let's go do this. Let's
make an effort.
Make an effort.
Yeah.
You know, people get complacent. They get used to you. And no matter how great the world thinks you are, the people that you care about most, if they don't treat you like that, it's a problem for you. I said, you know what? Bad, it's a problem for you. I said, you know what? I'm going to cheat on you.
And you cheated?
Yeah, so I went.
Wait, did you tell him that?
No, now he know. So this man came into my DMs and the man had everything. He had the...
Not cheating. So is K. Michelle the Juan? Because Juan cheated. Child, not from Juan used Robin shelter. Child, and if something happened, he get the insurance money.
Societal, you know, everything he's supposed to have. He was handsome, all of that. So I started running around town with him.
So you were running around with somebody else?
Yes, because my husband always do stuff. So it was my time. I had 2 coaches, 2 NBA coaches. Why 2 NBA coaches in your DM at the same time?
One of them wasn't Nia Long's husband.
No. I tell you if it was. No, because he was wrong.
Yeah.
That ain't what it was. It was 2 NBA coaches, and both of them was handsome.
Okay.
I said, well, this is the Bible. This is what I was asking about. So what I did, I picked one of the DMs.
Okay.
And it was beautiful. I was traveling. He had elderberry at my hotel, everything I needed. He was so handsome. This was the perfect on paper man.
The one that was in the DMs.
Yes,
Okay.
we started this whirlwind romance. It's a problem for you. And then Real Housewives came. And I was like, you know, they was like, oh, you thinking about the show, this and that.
Why is that fucking straw so big? I'm just like, that's a big ass straw. Cheating is never the answer. Never. Ever. Ever.
And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, sign me up. Like, you know, sign me up. So when we started talking about Real Housewives, I told the guy that I was dating. And he was like, you know, because he's somebody. He thinks he's somebody. I talked to him. He was like, I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. And I was like, okay, great. So they started to talk to him. He had a whole engagement date
set up already.
Oh, he gave them the date that he was proposing, and this was going to be my fairy tale, right? So we do the pre-show, like the pre-thing to interview for Housewives, and he wanted to talk about himself. And I just remember the casting agent said, well, that's great you were in Madison Square Garden, but we want to talk about her. And I remember going back, you know, that night to the room, and he was so mad. Like, he was so mad that they didn't care about his career. Because this is not Basketball Wives. They did not care about his career. And I started looking at him, you know, I'm very alert, started going like, oh, this is going to be a problem. You know, this is going to be a problem.
Because you're going to get in the show. You're going to be the star. It's going to be all about you.
It's going to be a problem because he's been a star.
Yeah.
League all these years, coach. It's going to be a problem.
And you want to know why? Because you were dating someone just to date someone, and y'all didn't have no real relationship. There was no real foundation there. He didn't give a fuck about you. So even her saying that they were doing like that, you know, when they do the Housewives, there was like pre-show stuff they do, interviews, conversations, whatever. So her saying, hey, before I was booked for the show, excuse me, the man I was dating at the time was not my husband. And he had an issue with the show being about me and not him. And I'm like, well, yeah, because are y'all even in a relationship? Because some men, some people just want to be in a relationship for the look. I'm a coach. She's a singer. I'm famous in my own right or whatever. And I just want someone on my arm. I'm like, yeah, but was y'all like, he's handsome and cute and he whatever. But again, but was it clearly it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
And after that day, after the interview for Real Housewives, he was bothered. And he would say stuff like, me and my boys, we gonna turn Real Housewife up.
So he wanted to be a housewife.
Seemed like
he wanted a peach.
Seemed like after he was so bothered about such a small thing, I was like, okay, this is the issue. When I got back to Noble, I walked in and there was some rappers. And they was like, oh, it's K. And then he was like, I feel like when I was in the NBA, waiting on a woman, you know, to get back.
Wait,
that's what he said to me.
So he was jealous, obviously. That's kind of feminine. I mean, it seems
he
like...
probably waiting to send my text messages. Send them.
What text messages?
Live text messages.
Wait, did you talk? You were talking shit.
Yeah, but you know, people expose you for everything. Just go send them. But sir, it was not the one for me. So.
And so she got on the show with her husband.
They loved him. Like the network loved him. You know, everything. You know, we got Charles Oakley. We got everybody. I love Charles and Angela. And I started looking at him. You know, I'm very alert. Started going like.
She started filming. Well, she didn't say here, but her husband had gotten married 2 weeks before filming. So some folks feel like K. Michelle got married for the show. Because y'all dated for 10 years and he didn't propose. You even went and did Queen's Court when y'all were broken up and he didn't propose. But once you got booked for Housewives of Atlanta, and you're gonna be on there with another man, y'all then got married. So that do seem kind of suspect. Okay, that do seem a little, you know, Cardi, hold on, Cardi.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Not saying that man didn't like her, not saying that man didn't love her, Not saying whatever. However, it do seem weird when someone say we dated all this time and I started this show with someone else. And 2 weeks before filming started, I married him because the man that was going to propose to me on this show, who came and did interviews with me for this show, who was jealous of me being on the show, I realized, well, he ain't the one. But was he not the one because of the show? Or because in life that wasn't a mix? Because I feel like when you say, hey, oh, he was going to propose to me, a fairy tale proposal, he was so great. And then because he wants me to start on the show and you don't like that, and he's showing his bitch tendencies, okay? Yes, leave him be. But why choose to get married right before coming on the show just to come in with a husband? But that's your girl. And it's not that I don't like K. Michelle, but K. Michelle's, yeah, Simon 2.0. The other man she was with, whoever that coach was a Simon Peter hybrid. And she absolutely probably dodged a bullet. I hope he do put out her text because I'm nosy. But K. Michelle married her husband 2 weeks before the show. And as she said, for 10 years, he didn't want to marry me. I went on a whole dating show. He did not want to marry me. But I'm on Housewives of Atlanta, now we married. I'm going to need some, Drew, this is ammunition. This is ammunition. Yeah, Ralph may have your ass out that house and y'all going through a whole divorce, okay? But at the same time, as K. Michelle asked, why did your man have to wait until you got booked on my show to call you his wife? I'm just saying. Just saying, okay? Beyonce. Now, y'all know, okay, just last week, it was that sacred event, okay, that Beyonce was at, and so many people, oh my God, Beyonce looked pregnant. Beyonce looked sick. Why she had her body? What's going on? Beyonce. And Beyonce did not post many pictures of her that sacred event. But she said, bitch, I got something for y'all. Y'all want to call me fat? Y'all want to call me pregnant? Y'all want to call me sick in the wrong way? Okay? Look at my body, ho. I say, Beyonce said, bitch, the joke is on y'all. Okay? Yes, I got big titties. I got big tatas. But bitch, pregnant where? Okay? Beyonce said, body shamers beware. Okay? I was covered up because I was minding my business. Okay? What was y'all doing? Okay? Messing with me, getting on my nerve, acting like I'm tripping, and that ain't fair. And I was like, Beyonce, bitch, you look good. Okay? Beyonce looks amazing. And that also goes to show that people get these videos, these pictures from these events, and they then want to say, oh, look at the belly, look at the body, blah, 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 on the blue. And lo and behold, Beyonce wasn't hiding her body. Beyonce wasn't out here like, oh my God, it's a baby in my belly. No, bitch, I was just covered up. But when I opened up my jacket, now what? Now what you gonna say? Now what you gonna do? Now who you think, is knocked up again? Now, Jay-Z, get off her. I was fine. And, at the sacred event, one, I love this outfit. Okay? Love it. Love this. Okay? And it also, to me, means people love to judge folks about their body in a very disrespectful, mean way. you know. And sometimes it's just the angle of the camera. Sometimes a bitch ate a burger. Okay, sometimes it's so simple as, bitch, I had a burger. I had a burger and I put my jacket on. That's it. That's all. Okay. But she said, I'm gonna let y'all see me. Okay. And there was one, because she did a whole video of her at the event. I can't play the music because it's music or whatever. But Beyonce said, girl, I am at my launch of my product line. Well, that's a launch of it all. It's a new whatever for Sacred. Okay. But I am here and y'all want to act like this is not a whole different situation. Okay, a whole different situation. And again, sometimes it's the angle of pictures. Sometimes it can be the shadow of pictures. Or sometimes a bitch ate a burger. Sometimes it's just a little bit of bloat. You know, and we should allow people to, if it's a little bit of bloat, I should be able to, you know, not have to have my stomach out. I said, first of all, look at Blue. Taller than a mama. We see Mama Tina, we see Blue, we see Beyonce, we see Kelly. I'm pretty sure next to Kelly is Angie. You know, Angie, Beyonce, and whatnot. But again, sometimes it's and also the video that we saw from before was taken from somebody, you know, filming, you know, this, and not everyone can film you properly, because some angles do make people look bigger, especially if they just ate a burger. Okay, and here you see, you know, so Beyonce said, "Bitch, pregnant with who knocked up." That's also why some folk don't like people posting pictures of them that they did not approve. Because y'all done have folk thinking Jay-Z to knock Beyonce up. And it was just a video from a bad angle and bad shadowing. Because I don't really feel like Beyonce edits her pictures to make herself look smaller at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she does that. But, you know, she did look bigger in the other video. And I agree that the videos made her look bigger. But I kept on saying, like, I doubt Beyonce, after Beyonce went through that, you know, she had a C-section with the twins, then they died. I was like, I doubt that Beyonce would now get pregnant. If Beyonce and Jay had more kids, I feel like they would absolutely get a surrogate. Just based on how hard the twins' birth was for Beyonce. Okay. And again, sometimes a bitch eat a burger. Okay, the bitch eat a burger. And it's like, let me eat my burger. Let me do it. Okay. But to me, this was Beyonce's way. Because I'm like, I know Beyonce heard y'all talking cash shit about her body. I know she heard y'all. She's like, oh, they think I'm bigger than what I am? Girl, let me put on my pictures. Let me put on my pictures. Let me ruin everybody's day and let them see what's going on and how it ain't me, it's them. Okay. She had to gain a few pounds so we can tell the difference between her and Blue. And Beyonce probably is in tour prep mode. Whatever music she doing, we know it's probably already finished. And then when she dropped her new music, she gonna then have, because what's this? It's 2026. Beyonce will probably tour, because she'll tour when the kids are out of school. So Beyonce's next tour will be in 2027. To me. Girl, come on. A young love.
Not on my watch.
Okay, Beyonce said, girl, y'all say I'm fat? Where?
I mean, look.
Let me let y'all look at my body, bitch. Let me look at my body. Okay? Because y'all is acting like even if Beyonce gained whatever amount of weight, I just didn't like the discourse on her body in general. Okay. And again, when somebody's a little bit thicker, you know what I'm saying? Let's not always say, oh, she got to be pregnant. For me, when I have the notion to say that someone's pregnant, it's not only because, I see a little pudge. I take notice of other things. They dress differently. They move differently. It's a fully different look to what they've been doing since before. It's not because someone got a little bit thicker. Okay, they're not thicker than a Snicker. Okay, and she said, "Look, look." And again, Beyonce, she's not the same. My eyes are itchy, y'all. Beyonce is not the same 20-year-old she was, before. She's a woman of a certain age, and so let her be that. Okay. And sometimes don't be, you think you look good, and someone says, "Oh, child, she's fat." Oh my God, I'm what? Why can't be? You know what I'm saying, you could have ruined the lady whole day. Anyway, so Beyonce said, "Bitch, get out my face. Get out my face." Oh. Who's next? What's next on the thing? Well, first let's do Offset. So Offset, who got shot recently, who got shot? What's today? It's Sunday. Offset got shot like on Tuesday. Okay. Offset performing. So Offset was, I believe he was at some college campus, if I'm not mistaken, pulled up in a wheelchair. Okay. Because again, I believe he got, Offset probably did get shot like in his upper thigh, like probably right below the ass. But not in his ass. But Offset was performing, okay, at some white college campus somewhere in his jogging pants and his little sweatshirt. Okay. Him and the peoples. Because he wasn't moving that fast. He moving real slow. The business bad and bougie. Okay. Well, I'm like, why do you have a mask on? Yeah, we know where you had from. I don't know. But yeah, now I feel like we ain't seen Offset perform at all in a while. So all of a sudden, you get shot, and now you got booked. Now why you throw water on me? I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get wet. Also, I mean, I guess he can perform his verse on all the Migos songs, okay, and whatnot. He do a little shimmy, little shimmy, okay. But if you get shot, go sit down somewhere and heal, okay. If you have to pull up in a wheelchair with 4 people to perform in front of Caucasian white people out here, and I'm not saying you can't perform white people. I'm just saying, sir, this was not planned, pre whatever. The stage, you got the stage where, girl, you throwing water bottles at people, fucking phones up. We don't know who the friends is. They just extra Migos. Those the extra Migos. They ain't the Migos. Okay. So again, we do want Offset to get better, to get healthy, to get healed in all ways of the word. We do want him to be amply employed and make some money, make some moolah. Okay. I just want him to also focus on making great decisions. Okay. Him and his jogging pants. But yeah, he out in these streets now. Y'all watch out. Okay. I'll say the egos. Ugh. Yes, it's the extra egos. The extras. Quavo put up like praying hands the day Offset got shot. That was really it. He hasn't said anything. Now I do think if he and Quavo could get on the same page, they can possibly book some shows together. Get a little takeoff hologram. Okay, book some shows, make some money. Because I don't know what Quavo doing either. Now we ain't heard Quavo being in no gambling debt. Okay, but we see Offset and the Extra Migos on this little ass stage, shot performing in his jogging pants. And probably because he gotta have on some loose outfits because of the bandages. Okay, the bandages. He might have a child, I don't know. But we wish that man well. Now, somebody had put up this picture of Cardi, back when Cardi was opening up gifts from Offset, back when they were married and together. And somebody said, so Cardi B was buying her own bag the whole time and letting y'all think that Offset was spoiling her.
Down like that rare.
And I feel like people forget when Cardi B and Offset were married, Offset was in the Migos. Okay. When Cardi B and Offset was in their marriage, Offset was also working, booking shows, and making money. Since they have divorced and separated, Offset ain't doing that no more. So anybody even trying to compare what was happening then is like, no, why y'all being haters? Okay, why y'all being haters? Okay, Cardi B then said, hold up, bitch. Never. I'm never the type to do lame shit like that. Okay. There was no money problems when I was regular 18. Meaning, when we were together in a couple, we didn't have money issues. No one ever heard of Offset having money issues because he was with Cardi. Not because he was spending Cardi's money, but because, again, you're a unit, you're a team. Things are in order. And sometimes when the person who keeps you in order is no longer around, you lose all your faculties about yourself because the person who was keeping you focused, who was keeping the books, who was making sure that stuff was getting paid and whatnot, is gone. And I think that's what happened. People forget sometimes in relationships, you do need the other person to handle certain shit. And it seemed like Cardi was able to keep him, in line. Keep him, just keep him focused. And sometimes you get with new people, new women, or new men, whatever, and they don't do the same. Like I said, when we seen Offset outside the hospital smoking, I said, I would have never let my man come outside looking at the mess. Because I'm like, someone's going to see this. So, no, we should not go outside and smoke cigarettes after you got shot. But Offset little girlfriend don't think how a wife thinks. She don't think how a true caring person thinks to protect a person. No one should have seen Offset after that shooting. In my opinion, okay? So then Offset, being an Offset that he is, he then commented and said, I spent $12 million on her. Well, sir, whoop-de-fucking do. Okay, whoop-de-do. Well, at least I'm not saying you did not spend money on Cardi. Cardi's point was, he spent money on me. I wasn't buying my own shit and saying it was Offset buying it. He was buying shit. It wasn't no money issue when I was there regulating the shit. And the fact that ever since he has, him and Cardi has been not together, stuff has went down, down, down. you know, the fact that he owed the casino $100,000, the Detroit casino here, you know what city, back in 2024. That's when Cardi filed for divorce, and it also makes sense that Cardi kept on saying he wants me to pay his debts, and I refused to, because he was getting debts, because Cardi was no longer helping keep him in line. And some men, not all, but some men, because you know what, some men are responsible themselves, and just with the woman in their life, it just raises up whatever's going on. But a lot of folks brought up how people thought, oh, well, Cardi got what Offset and the Migos kind of got big. I'm like, no, Cardi got what Offset and the Migos got bigger because of Cardi. And as we see now, Cardi's still a huge star. Have y'all, bitch, Cardi, hold on. Let's have Cardi B, woo. I wanted to show y'all, because I be watching, I be nosy. And Cardi, and it also goes to show Offset around here, you know, with a bullet hole and whatnot. And Cardi is literally on a sold out tour. Okay? A sold out tour. And she ain't thinking about that nigga. So when folks even try to connect Cardi to Offset, I love the fact that she ain't taking the bait. Even her response, his response wasn't even needed, because her response actually was giving him props, saying, no, I wasn't buying shit. He was. I wasn't fronting for him. He was buying shit. He was buying shit. She was buying shit. Okay. But I'm like, Cardi's on a whole sold out tour. Every date has been sold out. I haven't heard anyone complain about nothing with her show. So it also goes to show, when ignore the niggas bullshit. Okay? Focus on your craft. Focus on you. Let it be, bitch. Because you could be out here with new outfits, new dates, new fans. Okay? I'm just saying. And Offset around there in the wheelchair, out at the hospital, smoking a cigarette. Bitch. Anyway. Yeah. Leave people alone. Lastly, Drew. Okay? Drew. So, you know, news came out like 2 days ago, whatever, that Drew has lost custody, physical custody of the kids. She still has legal, like, Drew has not lost custody of the kids in full. Drew and Ralph share joint legal custody. Ralph just has physical custody of the kids during the school year. Okay? And during the school year, Drew will have weekends, alternating weekends for the kids. Okay? And when for the school year. And we'll go from there. So a lot of folks had all kind of opinions about it. And I was aggravated at people judging Drew, calling her a bad mom, questioning her as a mom. And no one thought, well, if Drew and Ralph live in the same house, and Ralph is in a fucking basement, and the kids go to school regularly, and if Drew is busy working or whatever it may be, why is no one saying, well, what the fuck was Ralph doing? If Drew could not get the kids to school on time, why does that mean Ralph is off the hook and we're gonna just blame Drew? If Drew and Ralph live in two separate households, and when the kids are at Drew's house, that Ralph don't live downstairs in, and when Drew is at her house away from Ralph, Drew is not being a present parent and is hindering the kids from there, whatever, I would get that. But I'm like, nigga, Ralph lives in the basement of the house. And folks were literally questioning Drew as a mom because the court said, well, when Drew had him, the kids was missing school. I'm like, but where the fuck was Ralph? He the daddy. So that's what aggravates me about people who love to mom shame and not daddy question at the same fucking time. Okay? So Drew came out with a little statement. Good morning. Okay. Some details regarding my divorce have recently become public. Although the process is not yet finalized. Okay. During the time, Ralph and I are committed to co-parenting and doing what's best for our children. While certain things are beyond my control, my focus remains on showing up every day as the best mother I can be. Living in the public eye comes with challenges, but I'm choosing to move forward with grace, growth, and intention. My children are my priority, and I'm committed to leading with love, peace, and positivity. There's no ill intent toward anyone, just a continued focus on healing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. And when I read it, I was like, if Drew was busy working, if Drew's work schedule, just doesn't allow her to consistently get the kids to school on time, why shouldn't the dad take over? Drew not out somewhere partying. I said she's not out partying. Drew's working. She works on a reality show that films. She has to work. So if during the school year, it makes sense for the daddy to have the kids during the school year because his schedule is less hectic than the mom, why does that mean the mom's a bad mom? I'm only wondering. I don't know what's going on, but I just don't like it when people put more responsibility on the mom to be the parent than the fucking daddy. Because I feel like even if Drew was out there lollygagging and bullshitting around, you're the father. Why are you not concerned about the kids? Why are you not making sure the kids get to school? Even if Drew say, I got it, if you realize that she ain't got it, why are you not chipping in and helping? So, her saying, it's no ill intent towards anyone. That's a continue focus on healing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. Which can mean, hey, I realize I can't do it all. I can't work full-time and be a full-time mom and pay all the bills and bloppy, bloppy, bloop, 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 bloop. I need help because clearly I'm doing something wrong. I'm juggling too much. So do y'all want her to not work, to quit the show? Then how's she gonna make money? So I'm happy that she put out a statement. But I'm like, and I love this comment here. Normalize letting fathers be fathers. Okay, the daddy should be able to be the primary parent without the mom being looked at as a bad mom. They didn't say Drew beat them kids was unhealthy. The point was the kids was missing school, meaning Drew was too busy or whatever, or took them out of school because she had whatever was going on. And Ralph, as a father, did not give a fuck. Because I'm like, wouldn't Ralph throw the kids in the school? So Drew said, bitch, leave me alone. Okay? Period. And Ralph ain't shit either, because I feel like Ralph could also come out and say, we're doing what's best for the kids because mom has to work. So mom can't, we said it about moms in the regular world. If your job start at 9, your kids have to be at school at 8. Okay. But you work 9 to 5, your kids at school 8 to 2. You have to juggle as a regular person. The moms only showed the same thing. I don't think Drew has a whole bunch of nannies. I think Drew and Ralph are not rich. They're comfortably wealthy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't feel like they have a whole bunch of nannies or whatever to help. It's probably Drew and like her mom and her sister. And punk ass Ralph. So, until there's evidence that Drew is a bad mom who is putting other things, people in front of her kids' well-being for her own gain, that's different. But it's saying the kids have been late to school or missing school because of Drew's schedule. Okay, let the daddy be the daddy. The kids ain't going in the child, they going to CPS. They're the same fucking household with their damn daddy. The fuck? Anyway, y'all. Guess what? That's it. I told y'all it would be an hour, and here you are, 2.5 hours later. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Okay, I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. Okay. I can go chill out now. I can take my nap because it's 8:42. I'm gonna get my nails in the morning. We gotta see if I can get up in time to get over there. Y'all be sure, okay, to like this video, share the video, okay, comment in the comment section and whatnot. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be right. I'm like, how we get to 3 hours? So how we get here? How did it happen? I was like, an hour and that's it, y'all. It's a little hour. And here y'all. Okay, almost 3 hours later. Okay. A good time had. My throat hurt because I've been talking for 2.5 hours. I need some water. Y'all know to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for being around here. If something happens, today, tomorrow, I'll come live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Y'all know during the week, if I'm live Monday through Friday, it will always be, 9:15. Okay. If I go live on a weekend, it will always be around 6 p.m. Okay. So again, I will see y'all a few days this week. I do plan to review Housewives of Atlanta. So watch. That should be up in the morning as a premiere. I'm not doing lives for Housewives at all. But again, the premiere video will be up in the morning. Okay. Come on. A nice 1 hour. This gonna be an hour. Y'all told me I was lying. And I said, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying at all. And y'all said, yes, you is. And I said, no, I'm not. And here we are together. Okay. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until tomorrow or Tuesday, y'all. I gotta go. Bye.